Hello, everybody. This is Brianna from Brianna Lisa Photography. I am a professional portrait photographer in the Tampa Bay area, and this is the first episode of season 2. And I have two lovely guests with me today, Bryn and Jay.
What's up?
Hey guys.
So, I am Bryn Reitz. I am a Christian from Zimbabwe. I am a kickboxer and mostly a musician, and I'm just tagging along.
Awesome. Hey guys, my name is Jay like the letter, Jay Alexander, if you know me for real. I am a model coach, a creative director, and a runway extraordinaire. I'm here because I love what Brianna Lisa is doing here, so period. Let's talk about it.
Sweet.
Yes. Okay, so today is going to be an actual, chill episode. We're not going to talk about photography. We're actually going to talk about two interesting topics. We're going to talk about what are your guys' opinions on if you believe in the right person in the wrong time. Is that a thing? Is that not a thing? What do you believe? Do you also believe in soulmates? What are your thoughts on that?
So I'll let Jay go first for that one.
She was about to say I'll go first. Okay.
Look.
So how do I feel about the right person at the wrong time or vice versa? That's definitely a thing. I've had a couple of relationships in my life that I felt that if I was just a little bit older, if I was in a different spot in my life, that it would be better or it would be worse. And I believe that everything happens for a reason. So if it was for me, it would have been for me. And if it wasn't, obviously it isn't. I don't got time to play. I'm from New York. We don't play around with our time. And I also do believe in soulmates as well. Definitely, even platonic soulmates. My best friend, I believe she is my soulmate. And we connect on so many levels. Last night we were chilling and we were repeating the same things, doing the same movements out of the blue. It was weird. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But that's my best friend and that's my soulmate. That's
cool.
Aw, that's sweet.
So,
Thank you. Shout out, bestie.
I think I'm a little bit different. I do not believe in soulmates at all. Not one bit.
Shocker.
I believe that that everyone is completely flawed in so many areas.
For sure.
And you're never going to be able to find a perfect person. And I don't think there's such thing as a perfect person for you. I don't think that there's a person that's created specifically for you. I think that there's better people that would work for you and worse. And here's the thing as well is if you supposedly have one soulmate that's supposed to work for you, but you're a bad person, there's no matchup. So it's in order to make something work properly, I think you need to become an excellent person and become the type of person that whoever you want would ideally pick as well. So I don't believe in soulmates for that reason. I think it's all just about logic. It's all just about being the best for the other person that you actually want.
Right. I definitely agree. I feel like men are a lot more logical than women, and women, us women, are very emotional creatures, and we believe
it's a gift. It's a gift, but anyway.
Yeah,
Sorry for interrupting.
No,
I
it's okay.
apologize.
No, it's okay. Yeah, you're allowed to do that. I promise.
All right, sweet.
But I believe that I definitely believe in soulmates for sure. I'm kind of a hopeless romantic, and
Same.
I'm not even I'm not even into astrology like that, but I'm a Libra, and our traits
Oh gosh.
our traits are kind of hopeless romantic, we're very forgiving and sweet creatures even with people that are not so sweet with us. And I just believe in the whole right person, wrong time. I feel that definitely is the thing, but for me, I just feel if the other person, if I'm ready, then the other person is gonna the person that God has for me is gonna naturally align with me.
Exactly.
Even if I'm in the wrong place in life, that relationship might not happen, but later on in life when I'm actually ready for that person, the one that God has for me, then I feel we would align again. It's because I feel if it doesn't work out with one person at one point, then it can work out with another person. I mean, with the same person later on in life, 5-10 years later, who knows? And it would have been a great relationship, even if it wouldn't have been before.
Right. I
Yeah.
got a question for you on to piggyback off that. Do you believe that there's plenty of fish in the sea for you?
Yes, for me specifically, yeah, for sure. I mean, look at me.
She's like, other people, yeah, no, but I got options, right?
Literally. I feel the same way, so period.
Yeah.
How you feel? Is there plenty of fish in the sea for
Yes,
yourself?
for you specifically.
Yeah.
Period.
No,
Okay.
I mean, that's basically my belief. My belief is like you just got to find someone that works with your moral values particularly and who you're also attracted to and then kind of move it forward from there. I don't believe that God makes someone for you. I don't think I've seen that in the Bible anywhere. Sure, there's like parts where he says, okay, I want you to marry that woman, but I've never seen anything other than Eve where God is like, I've made a woman specifically for you. I don't think that's
From
a thing.
you.
Right.
From you, yeah.
From the
From
rib.
you, for you.
From the rib.
Oh, no, it says for you as well.
Oh, too, right.
It does. It says God saw that it was not good for man to be alone, so he made for him a helper, and that was woman.
Eve.
So,
Right.
Eve.
Yeah. I do believe that women are like made to like help men. I feel like women are technically, this is kind of like controversial, but like women are like men, but like a better version of men.
What the flip?
Uh-oh.
I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna flip and get out of here.
I feel like
A better version of men.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I feel like they
said
are
elaborate.
made. I feel like us women are like made for love specifically, like from a man. Like I don't believe. Well, I do believe in like you can be in love with like someone of the same sex, but obviously doesn't teach that in the Bible. But yeah.
So okay, what makes women better than men?
Not better than men. Like they're made. Like women have like sense, even though men are like more logical. I feel like
Sure.
women have like natural sense that can like guide a man to make better choices in his life, with his finances, with his whatever.
I think, well, I would
Business.
disagree with finances, but
Okay.
I would agree with a lot of things.
This is spicy.
I know.
I definitely think like women. There was this one, I can't remember what his name was, but he's a professional like negotiator, like a terrorist negotiating chap from, I don't know. Anyway, he said that often women learn quicker to actually negotiate properly because they read social situations better. If you look at young babies, often people think that there's not a lot of difference between male and female babies. There actually is.
Yeah.
And some of the big differences, one of them is that male babies, they fixate on moving objects with their eyes. Female babies actually fixate on faces.
Yeah, that's
And they-
true. That's
so-
very true. I read that.
So I think that women are definitely better in reading social situations. I don't necessarily think that they are as good at articulating what they're understanding about the situation. But I think that both men and women have a lot of strengths and weaknesses. And that's partially probably why
Very true.
God was like, I want to make you a helper because, bro, there's some things that you need help with maybe.
Right. Yeah, I
Period.
feel like us women should definitely help men for sure. And I feel like I don't know why there's such like a gender war sometimes between men and women.
It's not. It's like the idea is that it's like all complementary. It's like
Right, shouldn't be a war.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why God created marriage, one man, one woman.
Exactly.
And then they come together as one flesh. And then the relationship is supposed to work in that form. They basically one unit.
Exactly. Right. What are your thoughts on that, Jay?
Anyway, little rabbit hole.
Dang, how we got here? Yeah, I think there's a person for everybody. I am of the homosexual community, and I believe that there's no sin greater than any other sin. So if you have sex before marriage, if you fornicate, anything that is listed as a sin, there's no sin that's greater than the other.
Right.
So that's my stances on that situation. And I love Jesus. He loves me. I'm a child of God, period.
Yes. Jesus
He
loves
does.
you.
He does.
He loves you so much.
So yeah, that was a really interesting bunny hole that we went down.
Yeah.
Rabbit hole that we went
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Bunny hole.
That too.
Yeah, I love that.
No, yeah. All right. So
The next question.
Yes.
Okay. This is probably going to be very controversial, and I
Uh-oh.
have
Oh, shoot.
I have some thoughts about this, but are modern day porn stars like, like Onlyfans, True Fans, are they equivalent to like remote prostitutes or like the traditional prostitute, like old fashioned prostitutes? Like, are they the same, or is one more, high class? Is one more, like low class type?
Dang, going for this question.
You can start with this one.
Flip, yeah, they are. Yeah, I
In what
absolutely
way?
believe. Well, the thing is, they're selling their sexuality for money. That's the same thing as a prostitute. And there's no guy that would ever, unless they're like demented, unless they're like Adam 22 or something like that, they wouldn't be okay with letting their women sell their most private and intimate parts for money. When those are like supposed to be a private thing between him and her, It's like in the Bible it says that the man doesn't have dominion over his own body; it belongs to his wife, and likewise the wife to her man; her body belongs to her man.
Yeah, I agree.
And so that's how it's supposed to work. And so I absolutely believe that if you sell anything sexual for money, it's the same thing as a harlot. That's what a harlot does.
A harlot?
Harlot. It's a prostitute, yeah.
Oh, I was like,
or
what?
a whore, yeah.
All the above.
I was like, what? Yeah, I do agree with that, definitely. But I feel like these modern day prostitutes, like, I feel like some of them, not all of them, I feel like some of them are like better than like, like the whole like on the street, like prostitute, just like they're like
The
shorts, yeah, just like waiting around like on the street, literally just waiting for whoever just comes by and just pays them. And also money like comes and goes, so it's like I feel like some people think it's worth it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but apparently not like Bad Bunny, but Bad Baby, the girl that was like, "Oh, catch me outside" on Dr. Phil. Apparently she just made like something close to like 18 million, 20 million on OnlyFans like in just 1 year. And I was like, I think of all the girls that like they get their money the right way. They like go through all like the hard work and stuff to start their business, start whatever. And they're just like, wow, well, I could have gotten to that level if I would have just like sell my body online or like in person, like on the street somewhere, and I can just get like fast money like that, and I don't have to like work this hard, go through these many things. So I feel like it's kind of like disappointing for some girls to be like, wow, why do I feel like I have to do that, even though that's not really like their personality to do that. And then they have these thoughts like, oh, well, maybe I should try it, and then they try it, and then it's like they feel like they like lose humanity basically, and that no man is gonna see like, oh, well, why would I need to protect her if she's like selling her body to some random guys on the line or whatever. So yeah,
what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul?
Exactly.
It be the soul. My thoughts on the situation is, so I'm very non-judgmental, and I believe that everybody has their own journey. There's a path, and everybody has their past, and there's a path that you go on.
For sure.
So if some people feel like they have to do this job or they need this job, some people feel like they need to work in a McDonald's, some people feel like they need to work in a Walmart, some people feel like they need to be a foreign exchange.
Right, like have all these fancy cars.
Yeah, right. So everybody has their own path. The only thing we could do as believers of Jesus, the only thing we could do is love and express our faith and what we believe in, and that's what we're here for. We're here to spread the gospel. So there's no need to judge other people's path. Just show them the way, the light, and the love, and they will find their way out of that world. So I wouldn't say they make a lot of money.
For
These
sure.
people make a lot of money.
See, that baby has like her mansion and like her whatever car.
Yes. So if they want to do that, that's up to them. I could just tell them I don't agree with it. It's not something I would personally do. Same. I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. $18 million in a year. The things I could do with that.
I love that.
But it's just not my path. Period.
Right.
Plugs in.
Right.
Follow me.
Right. I feel like I would never like go down that path, but then again, I feel like the certain things I would judge like older women for when I was younger, like I feel like I'm like doing it now. So I'm like, you know what? I probably just should have like not judged in the first place. Even though I really do feel like if I get older, I'm 21 right now. I feel like if I get older, like 25, I feel like I won't get like so like disappointed with photography if I don't make this much money. Be like, okay, I'm gonna sell my body.
OnlyFans, here I come.
Oh, here I come.
No, yeah, but I don't think I answered your question about the prostitute versus modern day and old school. Yes.
Do you mind if
Are
I
they different?
pitch in for that last thing that you're just talking about, just real quick?
Yeah,
Right.
So I think a lot of people don't look at what the Bible says as far as judging goes correctly. So a lot of people read the part, judge not, lest ye be judged.
Mm-hmm.
But judgment is just making an idea about something. And sometimes it's immoral. It's immoral to say, I know that person is going to hell. The Bible's pretty clear on that. You're not supposed to. That's not your job.
Right. That's what God to do.
Absolutely. And it's not right to believe that you are just more righteous than other people. That's not right at all. But I do believe that you can make, for example, if you are in a sketchy part of town and you look down an alleyway and it doesn't look so safe and you choose not to go down there, you just made a judgment that that alleyway is not safe. Or if there's a person that's being a little bit too, let's say you're a woman and you're on a first date and this guy is being a little bit too sexually aggressive, you can judge that that's probably not a great guy.
Right.
And so I think there's judgments that are healthy. It's just like the way you interact with it. It's not like I'm holier than thou.
Right.
It's more like, okay, this is an issue. And so that's just all I wanted to say about it. Yeah. So judging,
like a
that's,
logical
a judgment is just making an assumption about something based on something else. And there's righteous judgment. The Bible does talk about that as well. There's a difference between righteous judgment and unrighteous judgment. So that's just all I wanted to say.
Right. I definitely agree with that for sure. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I've never judged anybody in my life, because I obviously have, especially when I was younger.
You can't help it.
Exactly.
It's human nature.
If you see someone like aggressively, I don't know, something super violent, like they're stepping on a little frog or something, you're like, oh, that's a nasty person.
That's
I don't
a terrible person.
You can already be like, oh, I don't think that's a good person.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's a judgment.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are those your two main questions?
Basically, yes. But I would like to elaborate more on what the Bible actually says about like, oh, what happens if you do judge somebody? Like, is God gonna judge you? Is God gonna like how we used to say back in private school, like, oh, like put like a thunder strike on you, like on your life, or put like not necessarily like bad luck, but like karma for like you judging this person when that's God's job. So what are your thoughts on that? Like, does God like get vengeance? And also, does God also get vengeance on someone else that has done you wrong, like a very dirty way?
Well, a lot of people kind of mix up the judgment thing. I think that if you do a certain sin, that gives you absolutely no right to actually convict someone else of it. So if you have for example, if you are on pornography all day, that gives you no right to actually go to an Onlyfans model and say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not Christian, but you flipping watch it.
Exactly. You're supporting it by watching it.
It's so ticked off by guys that do that. Or guys, one of the most annoying things for me is guys that sleep with a lot of women, but say that when they get married, they want a virgin.
Exactly.
I hate that so much.
Exactly.
Because they contribute to the problem.
Right.
So it's like, at least be consistent with your values and don't judge people that do the same thing that you flipping do. Or at least do something that you create a market for.
Exactly. Like the attention, the money, the everything, like it contributes like in a positive way towards like the people that are like, selling their bodies. And also men sell their bodies.
Right.
like I know this model. I'm not gonna say his name, but when the whole OnlyFans craze started, he's like, I had a strong father figure growing up. I don't need to get on OnlyFans and sell my body as a man. And I'm like, dang, if you didn't have a father, like, would it be a different situation?
I mean, having both a mother and a father is definitely helpful.
Yeah, it's important.
And that's that unity again. It's like they contribute so much to the development of children.
Right.
And most criminals are from single parent households, particularly single mother.
For sure.
And I don't like saying that at all. When I looked that up, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that that those people have no chance. Like some of the most amazing people that I really admire are raised by single mothers or single fathers, like David Goggins.
Okay.
His mother used to get beaten, and he's like one of the toughest guys ever. And they left, so they just like got in the car and left one day, and he was pretty much raised by his mother from there. And he's like a really tough person. So you shouldn't you shouldn't use it as a reason to not strive for whatever you strive for.
Exactly.
But it does help to have both parents. It really does.
For sure. I'm so lucky and blessed that I had both parents in my life. So I don't feel like I would have been a different person, but I feel like I would have been more lost in my life. Definitely. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that, Jane?
Thoughts on the parents? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I actually lost my father in 2012 when after. Yes, it's okay.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
No, it was crazy. I was just turned 16. I found out that my father had stage 4 colon cancer, and he only lived for a year after I found that out. Once that happened, you never really like take for granted what it means to have both parents until you lose one. Yeah, and then especially a father. I was like, I don't want to learn how to cut the grass. I don't want to learn how to change my tire. Like, I don't want to do none of that. Because why would I? If my dad is right here, that he's going to do it all the time. Right. He passed away. And now I'm like, well, I got to learn how to drive. I got to learn how to do everything that he would have taught me as a man. Right. Exactly. I have to do it myself through YouTube or learn from my mother. Right. So I definitely do believe that having both parents definitely makes you, I wouldn't say a better person, but more knowledgeable about life. Right. Because you have your teachers, you have principals, you have et cetera, you have guidance counselors, family, et cetera. And then, but both parents are the people that's supposed to guide you along the way. Yeah. But I wouldn't say that I'm less than. I really do feel like I'm fulfilled because my mother did what she had to do, and she's continuing to do what she has to do.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom. Yes. But yes, it's definitely an interesting lifestyle to live. I think about him all the time, but you can't stay your life in the past. You just got to move forward.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like both parents also help financially because I'm in college. I'm starting USF in the fall for exercise science because I want to be. Oh, thank you so much. To be a physical therapist in the future. So after that, my plans are to go to grad school, hopefully in Florida somewhere. And my parents right now are paying for my college right now, and they also paid for my HCC, which was community college that I just graduated from 2 months ago back in May.
Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. I'm on a roll this year.
We love this for you.
So I'm just like, well, if I had one father, one mother, like, would they still be paying, or would I have to like seek all these scholarships to try to make it work? And I'm just like, I'm just like so relaxed and laid back. Right. Even though that's not an excuse for me to start failing my classes just because this isn't my money being spent.
That was me.
Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely feel super lucky and blessed for that. But I feel like not everybody, even people with two parents, still don't pay for their whatever finances they have. Like either they're starting a business, like they either won't or can't help financially, or with school, like the university, their book fees and stuff like that. So I'm just like, wow.
Right. Wow.
Wow.
I want to say, like, 16 is a tough age.
For sure.
So I'm sorry for that, brother.
Yeah,
16,
I'm really sorry.
You feel it all. You feel it all when you're 16.
Yeah.
And that's just when you're starting to develop. That's when you're starting to like get into that independent phase where your dad wants to push you a little bit.
Right.
16 is a tough age, brother. So I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank
really
you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I bet he would really be super proud of you today.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes, most definitely.
All right. So you were a modeling coach, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So I moved to Tampa, Florida a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So January of 2022. Before that, I've coached about 150 models in New York, and then about 150 models already here in Tampa.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, I am doing private coachings where I do one-on-ones. I do group sessions. That's called Rebel Bootcamps, where I combine my efforts with other local studios, and I do like virtual, and I also do it for events such as fashion shows to choreograph the runway. I just did one 2 nights ago.
Okay.
It's just on a roll. I'm here for the community. I'm here to grow with the community as well as share my expertise. I've been on New York Fashion Week, been doing all the different runways for about 7 years now.
Wow, that is amazing. That's almost.
And I'll be in New York Fashion Week this September.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good for you, brother.
I'll be cheering you
Good
on
for you.
from Tampa.
Yes, girl, yes.
Do you take your modeling services like out of Tampa, for example, Orlando, Miami, out of state, or is it just like Tampa
Yes,
areas?
my modeling services are international. Actually, I've done it all. I've done it everywhere. I'm booking for international. I've done it in Miami, Orlando, New York. I'm about to go to California and do it next month. And so yeah, wherever you need me, I got you.
Okay, okay, Jay.
Period.
That's amazing.
Thank
What about you, Bryn? How's your music career going so far?
Music, it's good. I released music recently. I've got some very good criticism and also feedback on like I guess compliments and stuff. So I'm getting a lot of good feedback the whole way around. I haven't been playing so much because my drummer has been in Greece, but when he comes back, definitely will get back to that. So.
Okay, I wouldn't mind switching places with
the
going to
drummer.
Greece. I've always wanted to go to Greece.
No, literally.
I could not leave this earth without going to Greece.
Athens.
It is so beautiful, literally. Athens. Mykonos or Mykonos. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Mykonos.
We gonna go.
Okay.
Mykonos.
Okay. Who have you accepted criticism from? Like your family members or friends or just random strangers on the internet?
People are too polite. People are way too flipping polite. No, I asked a guy, a guitarist that I really respect. In particular, he's got a really good ear.
Which is
I told him his name is Jacob Markinson.
Okay,
Anyway,
shout out to Jacob.
So
Love you, Jacob.
He like gave me this long message on Instagram, just like describing everything he thought of, and it was like super thorough. He's like,
Wow.
okay, and he actually told me the stuff that he thought like really didn't work, which I really appreciate.
Okay.
So I appreciate him having like a little bit of grit to actually be a bit honest, but also but also he told me where it was like inspiring and other stuff. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's like your actual like friend, right?
No, he's a mutual friend. I know him through someone else. I saw him playing one time on Instagram, and I was like, whoa, this guy can flipping shred.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
I think I'm going to add flipping to my vocabulary.
you
Me
should,
too.
brother. You should.
I love it.
I use it so much.
I love it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Me too.
Right.
Have you ever like thought about teaching people how to play guitar or how to sing or anything like that?
I don't want to. I don't really
Why
want
not?
to because it's just not my thing. I like large groups of people. I
Me
could
too.
do coaching guitar classes, but well, one thing is I don't think there's a lot of money to be gained in doing it. There's ways to make a huge business doing it online.
Okay.
But I think there's more potential as far as making an online fitness business. And so if I was to do something like that, that's what I would do. I'm already a coach. I like group classes. I like coaching large amounts of people and shouting at them. So
Right. I completely forgot you're a personal trainer, right?
I'm a group fitness instructor, yeah. I
Okay.
did CrossFit for a while, CrossFit trainer, and now I'm a bootcamp trainer. So
Okay, that's awesome. How's that
Yeah.
journey going for you?
it's good. It's good. Yeah. Like I said, I think that developing it into an online format, I think will be better. But at the moment, it's good and it's
Okay.
fun, you know. And I get put in uncomfortable situations with members, which I like because it helps me like to develop social skills in that way. So
Right. I remember you telling me that one of your
the
What a-
burpees thing.
yeah, she did not want to do burpees.
I've
She's
had stuff like that.
I'm
It's
good.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's me.
Like that would have been
Yeah.
me.
Sometimes people are like super disrespectful. So like if I'm coaching a class and I've created a whole format, they just like change stuff and I'm like, hey, do you have an injury? So what happened was like there was this nurse woman, and I've had a bunch of these, but anyway, this specific one, we had done the whole workout, which is a pretty hard workout. I always make a hard workout.
Right, for sure.
Then at the
gonna
end, we did a finisher to just finish off the workout. And it was going to be, I think it was a Tabata of burpees. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off of burpees for 8 rounds. And what she was doing was not burpees at all. She was like doing some other stuff. She was like doing mountain climbers. And I was like, hey, do you have an injury that stops you from doing burpees? And she was like, nah, I just don't feel like it.
Right. I don't
That
know
doesn't
how
fly.
I would have acted in that situation.
Nah, that doesn't fly.
Doesn't fly. So she never ended up doing the burpees.
No, she didn't. I was nice to
just
her.
No burpees,
I was
no
nice to her. I'm less nice to people now. I'm very polite about the way I do it, but I'm pretty firm.
Right. I
You
need to learn that skill because I feel like I'm a little too nice sometimes to the point where people like walk over me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I tell like a lot of people come late. I'll walk up to them and I'll say, hey, you're late again and again. And look, I don't want you to hurt yourself. You got to put it on them. You got to say, this is for your benefit and for the benefit of the other members. So you say, if you keep coming late, you're going to pull a muscle and you're going to hurt yourself. And also I have to re-explain the entire workout to you when I should be checking the form of other members. And so they are going to be losing out and it's not as safe for them because you came late. So please do your best to come not just on time, but 15 minutes early. And then if they do it again, then I'll be more firm.
Right. That's good that you're polite about it and that's not
For
like
sure.
rude. And they'll be like, wow, Bryn.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get fired. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You gotta
Right.
let people know sometimes, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think we are out of time, you guys.
Oh, no.
Thank you guys so much for joining me on the first episode of season 2 of my podcast, This Girl Shoots.
Yes.
If you guys want to follow Bryn, say your Instagram.
My Instagram is BRYN_RIETZ.
Awesome. And Jay, what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is J like the letter, literally J LIKETHELETTA letter. I'm from New York.
Amazing. And I am your host, Brianna Medina, Brianna Alicia Photography on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook and other social media platforms, TikTok especially. And yeah. Bye,
Thank you for
everybody.
having us.
That's how it goes.